Hello everyone, this is Denora Ledesma, the Holistic Enchantress. And if you were guided to this video today, then you really need to hear this message. With all the craziness that is going on right now and any of the rabbit holes that you may have dived into, including the Mandela effect, adrenochrome, the reasons why you're seeing all the number synchronicities, there is something going into all those rabbit holes. You may find yourself really wondering why you're here. If you're like me, for many years I'm thinking this can't be my home. This can't be where I belong. I don't get it. Why are people so mean to each other? And I would literally cry at night thinking there's just something so wrong. So I would find myself looking for love songs and movies that were just so uplifting and just want you to do good. I really would search all of those just so I could feel that. I love to feel love. I love to be in love. In love with nature, in love with my kids, in love with me. That one's been a little bit more difficult, but I definitely feel that for me now. What I'm trying to get at is that I feel that is where we need to be, is to be in love with life, with ourselves, with nature, and even with all this craziness, not love that it's happening, but just finding the compassion that people feel so hurt that they feel like they must hurt others. Find the compassion in that. So here's a little story. I kind of teased in a couple of the other videos that I was going to mention what happened when I went to Panama. I was so guided to go to Panama. I did not know why. It wasn't a place that I really ever wanted to go, and it was actually kind of scary for me. It was the first time traveling by myself and trying to figure it all out by myself. And I did. It just all really fell into place, from plane tickets that were initially going to cost me $1,300 round trip to, feeling guided and going to buy the ticket when I felt the urge to look, and instead of getting like the full package round trip, I was guided to look right now to go to Miami, look right now to go to Panama City. So I did, and my round trip was something like $500, I think. It was just felt like it was just meant to be. I'm not a big fan of planes, but it didn't matter. I just knew that I needed to go. I saw the picture. My friend posted it. She said, they needed teachers there, so I looked and I just knew that that's where I needed to go. So I end up there after, 3 planes and an hour taxi to get to the little town that I was staying in. And in this farm, immediately I just felt at peace inside my little casita. There's about 5 little casitas there on this farm. It's a coffee farm and bee farm. And so the next morning I was asked to just take a tour, go around by myself and get in touch, get familiar with the land. So I'm like, yeah, sure. And I was just in gratitude to be there, just loving the lushness of everything, the beauty of everything, the intensity of the colors of everything. And that could have just been my shift in reality as I was following, that everything just seemed brighter. Nonetheless, that's what it felt like to me. It's just like needed to document everything, all the pictures, because I just like, oh my God, have you ever seen such bright nature? All these flowers are amazing. All these dragonflies and butterflies are so beautiful. So I'm in gratitude and in awe, and I'm walking around and I'm saying, buenas to all the people that are working on the farm. And I come across this one lady. She's got her back to me, and she just seems really jovial, attending to this tree or little bush, and she's doing something to it. So just as I get close, I would say about possibly 3 car lengths in front of me. Now, mind you, she totally looks solid to me, and she kind of looks sideways, like she could possibly have seen me from her peripheral, but she didn't really ever look at me. She just looked really happy. And just as I'm about to say buenas, she disappears. And I've never really had that before. I've had many paranormal things go on where I could see a different dimension. I see them in my third eye. I feel a presence, but they don't ever usually look solid. So that was interesting. And I'm like, okay. And I just kept going. I think now, it's like, man, I wish I would have gone over to that place she was at and seen what she was working on, but I was just kind of thrown back a little bit. And so I kept going, walking around, and the rest of the day was fine. And in the evening, I sat down to look up at the stars, and it was just so clear. Living in San Diego, you don't necessarily get to see the stars. So sitting out there and just taking in the fresh air and looking up at the stars, as I was looking up, I heard something, and when I looked down to where I heard it, there was this woof. It was a massive woof. It sitting down would have been almost as tall, if not taller, than me standing up. But I did not feel afraid. I felt this peace come over me. I mean, initially it was like, and then this immediate peace came over me, and it was like, I'm waiting for you to come pet me, just happy to see me. And it looked familiar. He was like a really beautiful charcoal gray color, and just the aura of peace and happiness and love. And just as I'm asking, so I'm blinking a couple of times thinking it's going to go away, and the wolf just stays there. And so then I look over, and about 30 people are standing there. Now them I can see like more in my third eye. They're a little bit more transparent than actually solid. The wolf was solid. The lady previous during the day was solid, but these people were not so. And I was in awe that they were all there, and I asked them what they wanted. Again, just the sense of love, and to spread love, to activate love. And I really didn't know what that meant. I just knew that, well, that's kind of what I've been feeling guided almost my whole life. I draw things with love, hearts, just love, like I said. Always cry at all the cheesy movies. It's, people don't understand me because I'm just always looking, for the good. Not the best at it, but it is what I look for, and try to forgive easy. And sometimes that could be a little bit difficult as well. But this tribe was just so loving, and amazing peace that was just oozing out of them. And I just kept asking, what is it? What do you want? And the main message was love activation. And I've tried my best. This was about a year and a half ago now, to kind of, like, I have rose quartz all over the house. I have rose quartz at work. It's like this activation. I'm trying to activate anybody that comes to the clinic. Like trying to follow the guidance that they gave me. And something came to mind the other day as I was